Welcome to the factory. Good morning from Miami. Guys, waking up here is insane. So far, I've seen the sunrise every morning, except for the first morning we slept in. That was left for our travel day. But otherwise, I've seen the sunrise every morning. I start my day the same way. I come out here, I meditate. I've been doing this appreciation meditation on Headspace, and it's basically like regular meditation. And then during the middle of it, you ask who or what am I most thankful for right now? And it could be anything. Like some days I say I'm thankful for whoever made the cushion on this chair. It could be a person that you're close with. Whatever it is, it's really nice to get into that type of headspace every morning and to live in this kind of grateful space. After I do that meditation, which is about 12 minutes, I either journal, and I don't journal a lot. I just do one short page. If I don't know what I want to journal about that day, sometimes I follow the structure of one thing I'm thankful for, one thing I am currently working on, and then one thing I want to improve on. And then after that, I jump into a book. If I'm not in the mood to read, then I'll just read a couple of pages, maybe 5 minutes. If I'm in the mood to read, it could be as long as 30 minutes, but I don't normally read much longer than that. And then my new thing that I'm trying to figure out is cold plunge. So yesterday I did that first thing in the morning. It was 4:30 in the morning. Before I did any of this routine, I jumped in there, and I'm not really sure how I felt about doing it there. So today I'm flipping it the other way. I did all my stuff first. I'm reading now, and then I'm gonna jump into cold plunge. So trying to figure out this routine, but I'm definitely optimizing my life for just the best feelings, the best results. And that's why we wound up getting this condo where I can wake up every day and see the sunrise and start my routine out here. Mornings set the tone for the day. So imagine now I get to do this every day. How's that going to impact my life, with my relationships, with myself, with my business? How is everything going to change because I get to start my day this way? So that's kind of how my brain works and what I'm thinking about. But anyway, I got to get back into this book. I'm reading The One Thing by Gary Keller. I'm going to tell you what it's about a little bit later. All right, it is about 12:30 on Saturday. We've had a pretty relaxing morning so far. Did the usual routine, did some stuff around the condo. We're still getting everything set up. But I just sat down right now to get a little bit of work done, and I wanted to show you what my temporary setup looks like, and then also what I do every day to make sure that I get the most important things done that lead me closer to my goals. So here's the setup. So right in the kitchen. I bought this thing. It's called a Desk Board Buddy, which, by the way, if they'd like to sponsor me, that'd be awesome. And what it is this is a whiteboard. You've got a calculator. You've got some storage here for like your phone or whatever. And then underneath here, there's some extra storage as well. Oops. And what I do is every day I write down 1 to 5 work-related things that get me closer to my number one goal. And then personal, this is more of just like a to-do list. We got to get a copy of a key made for the new condo. But the reason I'm sharing this is because this concept is something that I've been doing for a while, but now I'm reading a book called The One Thing by Gary Keller, and this is what he talks about. He talks about getting super clear on what your truest number one goal is, and then what are the things that get you closer to it every day. But you don't have unlimited amount of time, so that's why you have to figure out some way to prioritize the tasks that get you closer to your goal that are most important. So for me in our business, it's generating more revenue for the company. And that's not necessarily through me doing sales. That's through leading and training my sales team. That's through strategizing with them, supporting them with more resources. And then also for myself, I handle a variety of some of the larger opportunities, anywhere from 3 to 6 opportunities at a time, usually all over 7 figures. And so all of that combined is what will lead us towards our goals. So I come in every day and I write down the top 1 to 5 things that I need to do to get there. And it's really important. Time is finite, and every day that passes, every week, month, year, you can either choose to do things that get you closer to your goals, or you can be distracted. You can be distracted by emails and your phone and social media and whatever it is. And by the way, I'm not perfect. I mean, I'm distracted by all these things too, but it's a work in progress. It's something that I'm always conscious of. So I think that it's really helpful for anyone that has a clear-cut goal to do something like this so that you know what you need to do to get there sooner. So anyway, we still have a lot of work to do in this condo. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. It's coming together. It's kind of bad lighting because it's set up the way that it is, but I gotta design this. I gotta like redo some of the things over here. We're gonna wind up changing this area. We're gonna keep the couch. The place came furnished with it, so it's easier to keep it, but we're gonna move some of this stuff.
New York streets were killers to walk like Pistol Pete and Pappy Mason gave the young boys admiration.
All right, it's pretty loud in here, so hopefully you can hear me. But right now I'm feeling really good. There's so much going on. There's a lot of momentum right now with the social media stuff, the YouTube channel. There's a lot of momentum with the manufacturing business, and then just in life in general. We just moved into this new place and there's just a lot going on. So I love these moments and I cherish them when they happen. I also make sure to take advantage of them, meaning it's not a time to rest. It's not a time to slack. This is where I like to just keep going. How can I level up further? Am I really doing everything that I can? Is there something that I could change to just be more optimized, whatever it is? And I was talking with someone today, and when we talked about this, I could tell that they thought having to worry about how to optimize all the time is stressful. And for me, it's not stressful. For me, it's really enjoyable. It's exciting. And so I feel like I just have to mention that because I wouldn't want you to be watching this and thinking, oh, it must be so stressful to figure out how to be better, basically. But I get excitement and enjoyment out of it. It's what drives me to read books and listen to podcasts and watch YouTubers and whatever it is and learn what I can. So this YouTube channel, this is crazy. It took us 4 months to get to 500 subscribers and then 1 extra week to get to 700. So there's a lot of momentum with the channel right now. And my number one goal through this whole process has been to enjoy what I'm creating. Otherwise, there won't be any longevity in it. And to put out quality content that will either inspire or motivate or educate, whatever it is, someone that's trying to grow a business or just kind of level up in life. And I'm doing that because I used to watch YouTubers for that exact reason. I was looking for knowledge. I was looking for inspiration, motivation, ideas about lifestyle. And so that is my why. That's why I'm doing this. I'm inspiring the younger version of myself, basically. This upcoming week is going to be crazy. Tomorrow, I fly to Philly really early in the morning. Tuesday, I have a massive meeting with the company that I've mentioned a handful of times. They do about $7 or $8 billion a year in revenue. This year alone, we've done a few $100,000 worth of business with them, and the year's not even over yet. I think our first order with them came in either April. I want to say April, maybe May. So it's been nice business so far. They have a leadership team coming in. It's about 4 people. It's not the whole team, but it's 4 key people. And I'm really excited for them to see our manufacturing facility, give them a feel for the scope of what we can do, see the products in person, see the processes and some of our team members. That is our best selling tool. And for a lot of years, we used to try to hide what we do. And I'm not even sure why. It was just what we did. But now it's more about letting people in and being transparent and showing them what we're capable of doing. And the pros of that certainly outweigh any possible cons. So I like going about business that way. It's a lot easier to be transparent and just be honest about everything. So that's really it. It's going to be a great week. At the end of the week, Martina is also flying, not to Philly, but to New Jersey. We've got a wedding we got to go to, but I'm going to keep you guys in the loop of all this business stuff that's happening. I'm going to bring the camera to the factory. I want to show you some of what we got going on there. And I guess that's it. Until then, I'm at this cafe trying to get this vlog uploaded, and then I'm going to go home and bang out some more work.
Every morning when I wake up, money on my mind, go time to get kicked up.
Good morning, meditation, reading, done. It's time to jump in the cold plunge. I've got a flight coming up shortly here to fly back up to Philadelphia because tomorrow I will be at our factory for a big customer visit. I'm bringing the camera with me. Let's get it. So right now I'm doing 3 minutes, 50 degrees, working my way up to 8 minutes at this temperature, and then once I can do that, I'll drop the temperature down and start over again.
My nigga said he wanna fly out to get him some. 3 W's only for a 3-day run. Bitch, take the motherfucking pennies off. You ain't none shit. I be living in the sky every time I ride by them hoes. Ribbon in the sky on the radio, cause Stevie know I control. Let it breathe, I control. California living till I am old. We want to be on to peak on the charts, so the
Touchdown in Philadelphia. I made it back. I'm actually at a hotel right now. Anytime I have a big meeting at the factory, I stay at this hotel because it's about 25 minutes from the factory versus the city of Philadelphia, which is where I would normally stay, is like an hour and 20 minutes. And that car ride in the morning is the biggest energy killer ever. So this is a good example of setting up my life and the environment and my routine, my schedule to optimize me and to make sure my energy is where it needs to be tomorrow for this meeting. If I had to sit in traffic for an hour and 20 minutes tomorrow morning and then try to be in tip-top shape for a meeting, it wouldn't happen. I wouldn't be the fullest version of myself. So that's why I'm here right now. I want to show you quickly my setup. Because I travel a lot for business and for pleasure, I have a couple cool gadgets. So this is my foldable keyboard. This stand here folds flat as well for the tablet. Of course, we got the headphones, Logitech MX Master mouse. This has all the buttons that you need to just cruise around documents. I've got my journal, some extra stuff for the camera, and that is it. It is 6 o'clock at night right now. I need to go get food. I just finished up the last item on my daily non-negotiables list. That is a list that I make every morning of 3 to 5 things that I have to get done if I want to get closer to achieving my goals. I shouldn't have waited until 6 o'clock to do it. And it's crazy because I get it done in the day no matter what. But when I wait until 6 o'clock, I just feel the pressure of it all day. So I actually journaled about this like 10 minutes ago because this is something I observed about myself that I need to work on. So just trying to be vulnerable and share what I can here with you guys. I need to go get some food and then I am chilling for the rest of tonight. Tomorrow, you're coming to the factory with me. We did it. We here Welcome to the factory. The reunion. Right now, seeing it premiere, nigga. Do it like this, nigga. All right, this is the main office. So our headquarters consists of our office and our factory. All of these here that I'm passing, we just built these a couple months ago. There are 5. There's one around the corner here. 5 new offices for new employees. We are expanding rapidly, so that's why we built these. But this is where the magic happens from the office side of the business. And here is the conference room. So when I'm up here, let me turn the lights on. When I come up to the factory, since I live in Miami, when I'm up here, this becomes my office. As you can see, we've got a ton of products. I need to turn the lights on in these things. And I'm gonna start talking a little bit more about what we do and the products that we have in these videos. Let's go see the production floor.
Can't believe I fucked up and made a half-ass album. My excuse is, my pops just died, and I ain't wanna make music. My pops just died, my fans stuck with me. My shit still went gold. I got a habit just to drive, get ahead and I roll. Seeing that we like.
So our factory is divided into 3 sections. 2 of them are in the same room, and then the third has its own space. I'm gonna show you in a second. The first section is the one you just saw with all of the production equipment. We have 21 production lines that we run 8-hour shifts, 2 shifts a day, 5 days a week. Then you've got this next section, which has flat boxes and finished product. So for example, let me turn this around. This is one of our brands. We make toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, and also specialty wipers. Like this one here is actually a wiper in a bucket that you can add a chemical to and make your own wet wipe. So I usually say towels and tissues and toilet paper because it's an easy example, but the truth is most of what we do is actually specialty wipes that are used in any industry, healthcare, automotive, industrial, aerospace, you name it, we probably make a product that works for that industry. And then the last section is 90,000 square feet over here. This is where we store all of our raw material. So what happens is we buy these huge rolls of material from all over the world, and then we bring it into the facility here, we put it on the machine, and then we turn it into the format that you or me or somebody would use. Whether it's a toilet paper roll, a paper towel, if it's in a pop-up box like a tissue, we can make that on our machine. We also do flat products, just flat sheeted in a box, almost like just like a big 15 by 15 inch napkin. all kinds of things. And there's some cool stuff in here. Like these are food service towels. So these are used in like the food service industry to be wiping down tables, maybe in the kitchen for cleanup, really just all kinds of stuff. So the way that this business works is it's manufacturing and we sell to distributors. And then these distributors get the product to the end user. And the end user is gonna be a business, whether it's a hotel, a restaurant, a hospital, whatever it is. We sell bulk to the distributor and then they sell smaller quantities to their customers. So we sell, good morning. We sell about 700 distributors across 15 different countries, and that's how our product gets into the market. And then we have a couple things on Amazon as well, but that's a much smaller portion of what we do. And then when you come down here to the end, this is where we have 8 or 9 loading docks for inbound and outbound freight. So trucks all pull up here, as you can see, and this is where we either load them up or we unload them depending on what the product is. We bring in from overseas, so China, India, Thailand, Egypt, Turkey, you name it. We bring in about 35 to 40 containers of product every single month. That could be raw materials, that could also be finished goods. So of the products we make, 95% of them we make here in the facility, and then the other 5%, we actually utilize some of our manufacturing partners to make the product for us. Maybe they're more efficient at making it, maybe they just have a machine that can make a product that we can't. So that's the business. When I first got involved in the company, I did not think it was cool. And all of my friends at the time had moved to New York and got all these crazy, sexy jobs on Wall Street, and that's what I wanted to do. And then I'm like the guy here selling toilet paper. But I am grateful that I wound up joining the company. Now my father and I run this together. I started as a salesperson. I was working my ass off to get as much money as I possibly could. That was my main focus at the time. And what I would do is I would basically work until 5 o'clock. And then once 5 o'clock hit, I would start calling on, good morning. I would start calling on customers on the West Coast because they're 3 hours behind. And that's basically how I built my book of business to start. And I learned the business that way. And then over the years have just worked my way up. And now I'm grateful to be running it together with my father. And it's fantastic. So as you guys can see, I work my ass off. I love what I do. I'm obsessed with growth. I'm obsessed with just building and seeing progress, and also helping customers, navigating deals, strategizing. That's the world that I love. So that's the tour.
With the coke oil, yo, Apollo heat. See me, sell leak right with Rollo Creek.